Hello to all my friends. It's Chef Anita, and today I'm going to tell you another story in the continuing adventures of Carol, her brother Ted, and her best friend Alice. Now, on this day, the kids were planning to go out and ride their bicycles around in the neighborhood, being safe, wearing their helmets, doing all the things they're supposed to do. And they were sitting in Carol and Ted's kitchen, and Alice was there too. And their mom had made some lemonade, and they were drinking the lemonade and getting ready to go out. And Carol and Ted's mom said, "Why don't you take a glass of lemonade out to Grandma, who's sitting in the yard under the umbrella reading a book?" So they said, "Yes, we can do that." And so they got the glass of lemonade and they went out, and Mom said, "Don't forget to be careful. Wear your helmets. Wait for the light to change. Be safe riding your bicycles." And they said, "We will. We promise." So they go outside into the yard, and they see the umbrella, and they see the chair under the umbrella, and they see their bicycles, and they see a book on the table under the umbrella, but they don't see Grandma. Let me show you a picture. See, there's the picture. And here's the umbrella with the book and the chair. And look, there are their bicycles. Bicycles are all lined up. There's Carol's, and there's Alice's, and there's Teddy's bicycle. But look, the gate is open on the yard and the pathway out. But no Grandma. So the kids, they say, "Wait a minute, what's going on? Where's Grandma? Where's my Grandma?" Teddy said, "Where's my Grandma?" And he starts calling, "Grandma, Grandma." And Alice and Carol look at each other and say, "The gate's open. Grandma's lost. She went for a walk and she got lost." And Teddy says, "Grandma's lost. Grandma's lost. What are we going to do?" And the kids all looked at each other. "Well, we can call the police." And he said, "No, that takes too long." "Well, we can go get our mom and our dad." "No, Dad's at work and Mom's busy." "Well, we can go on our bicycles and go look for Grandma ourselves." "Yeah, that's a good idea." So the kids all get on their bicycles. They put their helmets on, and then they carefully go out the gate, and they start riding around the neighborhood. "Grandma! Grandma! Grandma!" They're calling, and they're looking, and they're walking, riding down carefully on the side of the road in the bicycle lane. "Grandma! Grandma! Grandma!" And they went by a house, and there was a lady out in the yard watering her flowers, and they called, "Grandma! Grandma!" And she turned around and she said, "What? What?" And they stopped their bikes and they looked. "You're not our Grandma." And she said, "No, I'm not your Grandma. I'm someone else's Grandma. Have you lost your Grandma?" "Yes, but we're going to find her." And they got back on their bikes and they were riding, and they got closer to the town. "Grandma, Grandma, Grandma." And they saw where there's the farmer's market. Now, the farmer's market is where all the farmers come and they sell their vegetables, and maybe they made some cheese, or maybe they have some fruit, things that they can sell, and people will come and they will buy them, and then they can take them home and eat this wonderful things that are fresh from the farm. So they stopped their bikes and they looked at each other and they said, "Do you think Grandma could be in the farmer's market?" "Well, let's go look and see." So they got off their bicycles and they were walking alongside, pushing their bicycles. And lo and behold, who did they see coming out of the farmer's market carrying a big bag? It was their Grandma. And they all ran, Grandma, 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 and they all stopped and they were hugging Grandma and giving her, Grandma, Grandma, we thought you were lost. Grandma, we thought you were lost. And Grandma said, I'm not lost. I know where I am. I went to the farmer's market. I wanted to get some fresh fruit and vegetables for our dinner tonight. Oh, Grandma, and they're hugging and kissing Grandma. We were so worried. We were so worried. And she said, no, I'm fine. But you were gone. We went out to look for you. We had some lemonade. Ooh, she said, that sounds good, lemonade. I'm awfully thirsty. It's quite a walk to the farmer's market. But we thought you were gone and lost, and we were so worried. Grandma, Grandma. It's okay, children. It's okay. It's all safe. I'm here. And I want to come back home. And Grandma took her bag and she looked at Carol's basket on her bicycle and she said, here, let me put my bag of groceries, these fresh fruits and vegetables, this bag in your basket, and that will help me. And then you can carry that in your basket when you ride your bicycle. And Carol says, yes, Grandma, I can do that. So the kids get back on their bicycles and they're riding slowly and Grandma's walking and she's saying, and I saw someone who had some fresh celery and some carrots and some zucchini. And they're going, oh, ooh, vegetables, yuck. And Grandma says, no, vegetables are so delicious, especially when we cook them up and make a soup or a stew. And they say, okay, Grandma, okay. And she goes, I'm going to make you guys the best soup tonight for dinner that you have ever had. And look, and she showed, I got some peaches. She stopped them and she pulled out this big, beautiful peach. And I'm going to make peach pie for dessert. Yay! Peach pie for dessert. Well, that makes you happy, huh? Instead of vegetables. Well, we love peaches. We don't like vegetables. But vegetables are good for you. Yes, we know. Although, Teddy pipes up, I do like carrots. I like carrots because they're good for my eyes. And rabbits eat carrots. And then Alice says, and I like zucchini because they're pretty colors, yellow and green. I like zucchini. And then our friend Carol says, I like all kinds of vegetables except spinach. So, anyway, spinach, though, is still a wonderful, wonderful vegetable, especially when it's in a salad. So they start riding their bikes, and Grandma's walking along, and she's saying, and I met someone who has some sheep in their pasture. And I said, can I come with my grandkids and their friend Alice, and we can see your sheep? And he said, yes, you can. And then we can go see some goats and maybe some cows. And they go, yay, we're going to go to the farm. We're going to see the animals. Yay! So then they get back home and they go through the gate. And Grandma sits down and at the table in the chairs and she drinks her lemonade and she picks up and starts reading her book. And the kids take the vegetables and fruit in the bag into the house and they say, we found Grandma. And Mom says, well, that's good. I didn't know she was lost. And they said, she's not lost now. We found her and everything's okay. And she's going to make us soup and then peach pie for dessert. Yay! Peach pie for dessert! Yay! And Mom said, well, that sounds good. And then the kids went back outside and they played in the yard. And Grandma read her book and then went in to make dinner later on. So that's the story of the lost grandma and our friends Carol, Teddy, and Alice. I hope you liked the story. Maybe I'll tell you some more. Everybody have a good day. Please remember to wash your hands and be safe and take care, everyone. Bye-bye.